So,
Yes.
the daunting prospect of taking on an iconic movie with a bunch of iconic performances.
Yeah.
Being in the mix somewhere.
Yeah.
What's that like?
I don't think about it too much. I really didn't. In fact, today's the first day I really started to think a lot about it.
Like, wait, this is Carrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just tried to focus on like making this for a generation of kids who had never seen the original and probably don't even know that there is an original. And I've thought about just telling that story, to these kids. So I didn't think so much that we're not doing like a Psycho remake shot for shot or anything. You know what I mean?
Gus Van
So
Sant
we are
style.
making a different movie-ish.
Yeah. I mean, and everyone loved that shot-by-shot remake of Psycho. So.
I mean, it really worked out well for all of
yeah.
them.
Yeah, people were really psyched.
Yeah.
Pun intended. I think it's a great idea, yeah. I think it's a great idea to think about it that way because, for me as a viewer, it's like that penultimate scene of this movie is so inevitable that it's kind of like...
Yeah.
But luckily there was enough new elements and things from the book that were put into this one that gave, even if you know the story, it gave you something else to
Exactly.
experience.
And the social media element of everything does change things. But, when you consider, like, who your audience is, like, you just you tell the story to that person. Like, try to make it seem relevant to them. So it did feel like we were doing something kind of fresh.
Yeah, and you got to play one of the... certainly the only adult, except maybe the principal-ish, that has a human beating heart in the movie.
Yeah.
So, that
Except
was kind of a lot of responsibility.
He seems so exhausted in that movie, like, oh. Yeah, it was a lot of responsibility. Miss Desjardins is, or Desjardins, everyone pronounces it differently. I like Desjardins. I think it's chicer. She is
She shops at Target.
Match.
Right.
She went to Detroit for Christmas. Why would anyone go to Detroit for Christmas? Because it's awesome. Sorry. I've been doing this for a long time. Cut that out of my interview. I think playing her is, it was challenging because I didn't want to be like a cliche teacher, but I also was feeling like at the time like a lot of compassion for Carrie, when when we were acting together, the character, Chloe's performance is so compelling that I did find myself like having, like, seeing how vulnerable she was and like wanting so badly to help her. And so that made it pretty easy because of Chloe.
Did you get to keep your gym teacher whistle?
God, no. I wanted the whistle. I did keep my watch, which is not a big player in the movie, but I really liked it. And I did borrow a lot of my wardrobe because workout clothes are expensive. And I was like, these are like Lululemon pants.
Yeah.
Like, I'm totally going to keep those.
That rules.
I know. And like sports bras. And I was like, I got new workout clothes for like a year now. Great.
Yeah, I thought it was great too that your character was so human that she's like, this is shitty. You guys are shitty. Like I didn't think about being a teacher. Just
I know. Well, it's interesting because when you're talking, like these kids are 17 and 18, like they're gonna go out and be adults. Like they're leaving us to go and be in the world, and that's scary when they're such dicks.
Yes.
Sorry.
Indeed.
When they're jerks.
Absolutely. We're on the internet. You can
Fuck.
shit, Satan, piss, whatever.